Welcome to Thurston Community Media. We're a nonprofit organization that's been providing services to the greater Thurston County area since 1986.
Each person mourns in their own way. Our daughters, Tina, the 13-year-old, mourned the loss of the brother she knew. Heidi mourned the loss of the brother she knew. And Jeannie and I mourned the same way, the son each one of us knew.
Fair issue and long life with such love as 'tis now. Barely spoke. Let me live here ever. So rare a wondered father and a wife makes this place paradise.
Ariel.
I came in this country when my son is only 1 year old. I left my son and I bring him over here. Part of my family got killed by the El Salvador friends. So I decided to leave my country and come over here to look for different life. I'm proud of being in this country and proud about my son service in this country.
What's something that you want, Bunny?
Oh my gosh, carrot cake! Wait. I also want a new suit so I can look cool and make friends. But what about a carrot cake suit? Yes! Oh my gosh, Risha, that's my wish, a carrot cake suit!
I make a better second impression. The first one not blue and I can't resurrect it. Just goes to show what the media is feeding you. Alcoholics get the boys if you don't smoke and drink, then you're just another prude. You're so rude, what do you even do? I just sit at home, write my songs in my room. Kinda sad to think that half my friends don't remember.
It's one of the things I love about human design is it allows us to have compassion for the other person and understand other people and understand ourselves rather than blame or judge. We just understand.
Greenbow, Alabama, where the skies are so blue. Greenbow, Alabama, oh yeah. Lord, I'm coming home to you. Here I come, Mama, I'm coming home to Alabama. So, Lieutenant Dan, I'm gonna get a real shrimping boat.
Here at TC Media, we provide everyone with access to media production classes and opportunities to produce your own content.
We offer intensive training in studio and field production.
We also offer audio classes, video editing workshops, iPad production, and much more.
Lock before you walk.
Leonard Cohen, Paul Simon, huge names in the folk world, of course, but lately I've been branching into a lot of the same time frame as, Leonard and Paul Simon in the 70s was kind of their heyday. There's a lot of other stuff that was happening at the time that was maybe not as readily available that I've discovered recently, and I'm just falling for.
Shameful dog backed into the corner. So much more bark than bite, but your words fit right. Get you where you're going, nobody dares to question. It's difficult to question now, oh no.
Today we highlight the leadership role that local women played in obtaining the right to vote. And it's a pleasure to welcome back to the Schmidt House History Talk series an expert in this important aspect of our heritage.
I guess as a tribute to all of us and all of this history that we're going to talk about. Her name is Mrs. Florence Motley. Mrs. Motley, can you raise your hand so everybody can recognize you? She is 106 years old. Let me repeat that. She is 106 years old.
Any way they want to get a hold of us, get a hold of us. And that's my whole agenda, is to do the right thing.
Where can our citizens learn more about the county's fish enhancement and culvert project?
You can check out the Thurston County Public Works website. On the left-hand side, there's a series of links to many of our programs. One of those programs is the Fish Passage Enhancement Program.
When I came into recovery 13 years ago, I entered into a 12-step program and learned that I wasn't alone in my struggles, my thoughts.
I want to be either a movie director or an actor, and I really enjoy the creation of movies, and this really helps me understand the process that goes through any movie and what I'm going to have to expect and learn and overcome.
Andy Bass here, reporting from inside Area 51. What's the worst thing about this job?
I honestly hate some of the clients that we have to deal with. What'd you say your name was again? Alright, Sierra, can you hold for a minute? Thanks.
Question 5. What year does season 1 take place? 1983, 2016, 1984, 1985, or 1884?
1983.
Correct.
I choose you. Vocal Plow. Use Heatwave. Paranormal. Use Shadow Ball. Vocal Plow. Use Heat Missile. Paranormal. Use Phantom Toss. It does seem that Vocal Plow has fainted.
You're gonna toss Freddy the key. He's gonna get all of us out of here and we're gonna go.
woman. Then they talk about this thing in the head. What's this they call it? Yeah, that's it, honey, intellect. Well, what's that got to do with women's rights or Negroes' rights? If my cup won't hold but a pint and yours a quart, wouldn't you be mean not to let me have my full little measure full?
We are so proud of our graduates today who will go into the world taking on challenges we cannot yet even imagine.
Today we are graduating, but this is not our final goal. We are embarking from here with our ideas challenged, but perspectives broadened, loved ones lost, but many new friends made, plans changed, but new goals discovered.
The citizens of Lacey spend a lot of their disposable income in other cities, our surrounding cities, and they should be spending it here in Lacey, because once those tax dollars hit those other markets, they really don't ever come back.
To address the issues around addiction and mental health, I think one of the top things that we need to do is address issues around stigma. And we also need to recognize that there's a big impact on our community as a result of these being such prevalent problems.
Please remember your ballots are postage free, so you could just put them in the mail or still drop them in the ballot box. And the League particularly thanks Thurston Community Media for their ongoing support and assistance with our forums.
Our long-range vision with that facility was to also create space for a future 9th and 10th grade career and technical education academy, where students don't have to wait until they're juniors. They could start as freshmen in a career and technical pathway, kind of to go along with what Brian was saying around high school and beyond planning.
All of our districts really do a great job of providing a variety of opportunities. It's called career and technical education, but we still offer welding classes, we offer automotive classes.
Do you have a favorite program, Heather, that you want to talk about?
I am a big fan of our Gleaning program.
Oh, okay.
Our Gleaning program recruits volunteers and partners with local farms to take volunteer groups out into the fields and harvest surplus produce that the farmer has a little bit extra of.
Our mission really is to take care of people living with HIV, prevent the spread of HIV, and fight HIV-related stigma, all under the guise of working to end the epidemic.
The message we're trying to get out, particularly with the video and other things that we're doing, is that every vote counts. And you may not think that your vote is important, but if you don't vote, then you don't have a say.
Right.
Let's tickle some ivories now. Please welcome local jazz legend Ruby Bishop.
Today I'd like to present to you the lives of diverse Washington pioneer women of that pre-war period 100 years ago. They are Imogene Cunningham, a noted photographer and chemist; Priscilla Chong-Ju, an artist and a shop owner; Vi Hilbert, a Native American language preservationist; Anna Louise Strong, a pro-communist journalist; and Ruby Bishop, a jazz singer and pianist from Rochester.
Some adults in power love to patronize young people, telling us, wow, you're doing so much for your age, that's awesome. But then they turn around, jeopardize our futures, take money from the fossil fuel industry, and fail to enact legislation. To them, I'd like to say, no, I'm not doing a lot for my age. I'm doing a lot, and it's more than you've ever done. Change starts small. And I personally believe in the phrase, think globally, act locally. Thank you to the students who are striking from schools and are proving to everyone that we don't need a permission slip to defend our future.
The dreams that you dream of once in a lullaby. I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white. The brightness of day, I like the dark, and I think to myself, what a wonderful
In late July 2016, soon after WikiLeaks' first release of stolen documents, a foreign government contacted the FBI about a May 2016
authority to investigate leads related to Cohen's establishment and use of Essential Consultants, LLC, to inter alia receive funds
Unit
from Russian
26165 appears to have sent approximately 90 spear phishing emails to email accounts
while Trump and Gates were driving to LaGuardia Airport. Shortly after the call, candidate Trump told Gates that more releases of damaging information would be coming.
Every consideration to attending such an important event. Graff forwarded the letter to another executive assistant at the Trump Organization with instructions to print the document on letterhead for Trump to sign.
Deterrence and resource preservation weighed against prosecution. See Justice Manual Section 9-7 220 9722 230.
I'm Joe Downing.
I am Scott Killen.
I'm Joan Cathy.
My name is Charlie Schneider.
My name's Maria Flores.
My name is Malcolm Miller.
I'm your Olympia Mayor, Cheryl Selby.
When I promise you that I will always be honest, open, approachable, and address the concerns and interests of the citizens of Tumwater, you can rest assured I will never waver from that commitment.
Progress is made at the local level. Let's lead the way, shaping the future together.
I'd appreciate your support for my re-election campaign in the November 5th general election. Thank you.
It's tough for voters with these off-year elections. They're races they know much less about. There's a lot less media coverage compared to the wall-to-wall coverage of a presidential election.
That initiative is passing. So again, it's one of those kind of vote your pocketbook kind of scenarios. So, but again, it's early, and these are just the results that we've received so far. Incumbent Mayor Cheryl Selby currently with 50.70% of the vote, and Nathaniel Jones with 42.77%.
Thank you so much, and thank you for all the work that you do to put our local needs and politics and all the different issues out there for people to engage with. So yeah, TCM's a big contributor to our community, the quality of our community.
Well, thank you for that. It is our pleasure.
Stopping the news today, 2 murders and a robbery in less than 24 hours.